What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Here is my throwback segment where I talk about the films that turns 10 and 20. The films that turns 10, holy cow, I can't believe these are 10 years old. We got Big Mama, Like Father, Like Son. Of course, this was the dirt installment of the Big Mama's films. I mean, believe it or not, before Bad Boys for Life came around, this was actually Marlon Lawrence's last film before Bad Boys for Life. So yeah, a little tidbit for you right there. Anyway, of course, this time around you got Marlon Lawrence reprising his role as the FBI agent Malcolm Turner, who this time reprises his role as Big Mama. And this time around, he teams up with his stepson, played by Brandon Jackson, who ends up witnessing a murder. And so, Big Mama and his son Trent, played by Jackson, decided to go deep undercover at a girls' school of performing arts. But this time around, he and Trent's female alter ego named Charmaine, you know, this time Brandon Jackson's Trent character is also a female as well. And so the duo must try finding the killer before the killer finds them. And you also got Jessica Lucas was in this. I really thought Big Mama's House, like Fall Like Son, was really funny. I thought it was even better than Big Mama's 2. Not as good as the first Big Mama. I'll even be down to see a fourth one if Marlon Lawrence ever decides to pawn that Sue again. I mean, I don't know who does it better. Tyler Perry as Medea or Marlon Lawrence as Big Mama. Holy cow! I'm not even joking. I always want to see some sort of film or some sort of short or whatnot featuring just Marlon Lawrence, Big Mama, and Tyler Perry's Medea. Could you imagine those two in the same room together? That would be a really fun. That would be pretty fun to watch. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I do quite like the Big Mama's House films. They're pretty fun. They're entertaining. Marlon Lawrence, does his best job. So yeah, part three was pretty decent. It's too bad we never got a fourth one, but we got some do pretty good decent ones. All right, also turning 10, we got Unknown, which is this, like a thriller that stars Liam Neeson. It was actually the first film that Liam Neeson starred in that was directed by John Pulitzer, who will later go on to direct Liam Neeson in films like Non-Stop, the film I Was an Extra for, Run or Night, as well as that what was that action movie that was on a train? Dang, I forgot the name. I forgot the name. The one that train one that he was in. Dang it. It had Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson in it. Dang. All right, I'm sorry. Term. What's the term? I'm sorry. Oh, The Commuter. That's what's it. I'm gonna freeze up on that name. I quite like The Commuter too. Anyway, Unknown was a pretty decent film. Like you've got Liam Neeson who plays this doctor named Martin Harris, who ends up surviving from a serious car accident in Berlin. He ends up awakening to find his world is in utter chaos, and his wife, played by Janet Ray Jones, does not recognize him, and another man is also using his identity, and this mysterious assassin is also hunting him. You got some really interesting casting here. Like you got Diane Kruger, Franklin Gell was in this film. Unknown is probably one of Liam Neeson's most underrated, underappreciated films. It's definitely pure Liam Neeson. It's fun, great action. Come on, you also got the late Bruno Gans was in this. Ada Quinn was in this film. Sebastian Koch. I mean, I remember watching this movie in theaters, really getting a kick out of it. And I also saw big ones. Actually, I saw all these 10 years in theaters. But anyway, if you guys haven't really seen Unknown, it's actually on Netflix. Go watch it. Really fun flick. All right. Also turning 10, we got I Am Number 4, which I'm sorry to say, I Am Number 4 has got to be super underrated. It's a really decent young YA sci-fi film. You got Alex Pettyfer who plays John Smith, who seems like this ordinary teenager, but he is an alien on the run from mercenaries, enemies, hunting him, and the eight others like him. You've got Timothy Olyphant, who portrays like his dad here. You also got Diane Agron from Glee fame. Teresa Palmer was in this. It's a shame that Alex Parford did not really get like such like this is actually the movie that was really this and Magic Mike were actually two films that was supposed to put him on superstardom, become the next big thing. And he was also in that movie Beastly in the same year, by the way. But sad to say, Alex Parford is not that big a star as I was hoping he'll be. Like he has the charm and or he has the looks. I really thought he would have been like much a bigger star than he was. It's a shame he didn't get there because I think Alex Parford is a cool actor, and I thought he was great in I Am Number Four. Magic Mike he was great in. I mean, if you guys never really seen I Am Number Four, sad to say the film didn't do so well, so we probably won't get a sequel. Maybe a TV show would be cool. I mean, probably have Alex Parford back, but hey, if you guys never really seen I Am Number Four, it's such a really fun one. I mean, I really got kicked out when I first saw it. Alright, film's turning 20. We got Down to Earth, which is about this amateur comedian named Lance Barnes, played by Chris Rock, who finds himself at Heaven's Door, and he ends up, and here he ends up, convincing that he's there, that he's, made a mistake, and since like, since he has a return to his own body, this heavenly agent places him into the corpse of this rich Hamamogo, who ends up just was murdering like his wife and stuff like that. This movie is not so great. I mean, it does star a really good cast. You got the likes of Chris Rock, Regina King, Eugene Levy, Chaz Palminteri, Jennifer Coolidge, John Cho, Wanda Sykes, Louis C.K. Most of Chris Rock's movies I love. The Grown-ups movies he's good in. Longest Yard. Um, Head of State is great. Sad to say, Down to Earth is probably his worst movie. I think it's not all that great. The storyline's pretty wacky. I mean, it's not that. I mean, it has 20% Rotten Tomatoes, so I'm not the only one who feels the same. Yeah. All right. Anyway, for all you Recess fans, also turning 20, we got Recess Schools Out. Who remembers the show Recess on this? Come on. Hey, where's my Recess friends? I mean, come on. The characters like TJ Detweiler. I mean, you know, it's like a bit of a animated. Let's say it's like a bit of an animated Saved by the Bell in a weird way. I and of course they did do a film of it called Recess Schools Out. I quite enjoy the film. It's really cute, funny. It's as good as the TV show. I mean, if you guys haven't really seen Recess Schools Out, or even the anime Recess, or like the Recess show, give them a go. It's a really decent stuff. I mean, Disney Plus should totally like revive. I mean, it would be cool if somehow Recess ends up reviving, like Disney Plus ends up reviving Recess. I mean, Recess was like I used to watch the show Recess when I was a kid. I used to always get a kick out of it, and the film version is pretty good. So yeah, I mean Disney definitely do like a revival. I mean, it probably won't really. Yeah, it probably won't be the same without one of the voice actors, Jason Davis, who of course who voiced the role of Michael Mucky Bubbling. Tragically, Jason Davis passed away not so long ago. Probably won't be the same about him, but I'll still be down to check out some sort of, some sort of like revival of Recess. All right, also train we got Sweet November, which is this romantic film that stars Keanu Reeves and Charlie Stern, who years before this did Devil's Advocate together. And here Reeves and Darren plays Nelson Moss and Sarah Deaver, who have nothing in common except an hour spent in DMV hell, and they end up being intrigued by each other, but like they're not really quite ready to commit. But they end up saying sell on a rather unconventional courtship, which is a 1 month trial after which they'll go their separate ways here, with no expectations, no pressure, strings attached, and all. It's a pretty cute, charming little film. I mean, Keanu Reeves and Charlie Theron. It would be cool to see those two do another film together. Maybe Atomic Blonde and John Wick crossover. That'd be sweet. But anyway, Sweet November. It's a pretty decent, romantic film worth checking out. It didn't really get great love when it got released, but it was a pretty decent film. I'm sure that Keanu Reeves could do like lighthearted films. I mean, When you think Keanu Reeves now, you obviously think of action movies such as The Matrix, Speed, John Wick. But when he wants to, he can do some charming films such as Sweet November. And of course, he did that one Destination Wayne movie with Winona Ryder. He was pretty good in that. So he's a pretty cool in these types of stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me leave it to you guys. Which of these films stand out to you the most? The 10-year one, I admit, Big Mouth, for all I said, that will probably stand out to me the most. I just love the Big Mouth franchise. And the 20-year one, I'll probably go say Recess School's Out. Anyway, drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Simu saying.